Welcome back. Up next, legal practitioners set the agenda for the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association, the NBA.
I would expect the new NBA leadership to address seriously the disobedience to court orders in the land. Because once you start disobeying court orders, the whole society is leading to anarchy.
There are a lot of things we have swept or that we just allowed to pass. The NBA must have positions on national issues. The NBA must be able to be the voice of the people, and not only for lawyers. It must be able to defend the interests of the masses. It must be able to have statements on categorical political and legal issues that will affect the generality of the people. It must be able to promote and defend the rule of law. That is the NBA we are expecting to see under the leadership of Mr. Osoro SAN.
There are issues that have been outstanding, but most importantly, I will personally be happy if he digs deep into the issue of fake legal practitioners. There have been steps already to curb that, but they should work more and work harder.
The NBA should actually try to put a stop to police harassment and intimidation, particularly on lawyers. When a lawyer comes to the station, some of them will tell you, look, go to court. We don't want to hear you. That this is our own place, and belittle you until you go to court. So even if you've gone to court, it's our business. So they need to actually stop them, because after the harassment, they may detain you 1 or 2 days, and then after that, they will apologize to you. But you have already suffered some humiliation, and that is actually wrong.
So how up-to-date is Nigeria's anti-fraud mechanisms, especially in line with global best practices? Stakeholders and other professional bodies discuss on enhancing the capacity of financial crime prosecutors and engendering reforms.
The rise in crime rates in Nigeria and globally over the years appears to be gaining more momentum with advancement in digitization, which fraudsters explore. At this year's second annual conference and induction ceremony on forensic auditing, members of the Chartered Institute of Forensic and Investigative Auditors of Nigeria discuss requisite knowledge in forensic auditing.
The emergence of forensic and investigative auditing on the global scene was based on the realization that fraudsters have gone sophisticated and in some instances are taking advantage of the 21st digital revolution to perpetrate financial crimes that are undetectable by conventional auditing approach. Several accounting and auditing scandals involving America's leading corporate organizations such as Enron, American Insurance Group, AIG, Otto Addison, and other scandals in Europe, which led to the collapse of several corporate organizations, was a wake-up call for governments and other corporate organizations for a paradigm shift regarding existing anti-fraud mechanisms.
The keynote speaker, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister for Justice, Abubakar Malami, at the conference emphasizes the need for strengthening the use of forensic and investigative audit to prevent fraud and financial crimes in Nigeria.
Forensic and investigative auditing, which is now being aggressively promoted by your association in Nigeria, has been recognized globally as an effective approach to fraud prevention and for gathering the needed prosecutorial evidence in financial crimes. Nigeria must therefore key into this global trend.
Representative of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation urges members of the Chartered Institute to bring their expertise to fight the war against corruption in the country.
Distinguished participants, in almost all reputable organizations, whether private or public, there exist auditing mechanisms, internal and or external. In spite of this, it is inexplicable that incidences of fraud, in some cases in monumental proportions, still pervade our organizations. It is hoped, therefore, the advent of the Chartered Institute of Forensic and Investigative Auditors would signal a change in the fortune in favor of probity, transparency, due process, accountability, and aid the fight against corruption, which is a cardinal agenda of this administration.